couple of things. I have a must-see moment and I have a Duke.
Okay, let's hear him.
Well, my must-see moment is, I think his name's Air Brown. You know this guy?
Ari.
Huh?
Ari Brown. The finless surfer in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ari
okay.
Brown, there's an episode on Surfer Magazine called Alternative Lines, I believe. And I might have this messed up. I just watched this. It's fascinating. Ari Brown's Alternative Lines. Wizards are real and they surf finless. And it's produced by Fun Boys Entertainment. And it's a classic sort of mockumentary style interview with Ari Brown as he surfs on an array of equipment, finless boards, foils, guns, fishes, single fins, foamies. And he takes this real, like I said, sort of like parody on this wizardry thing. And it's pretty fun. I actually laughed out loud. I LOL'd, emoji'd. And I urge you, Davey, I think you'll enjoy it a lot.
I haven't seen it, but Ari is amazing. He's hilarious, and his surfing is Gumby. Like, it's really interesting.
Yes, this guy's highly marketable, in my opinion.
For sure. My must-see moment is Cloudchase. It's about an 8-minute short edit with John Florence, Nathan Florence, Matt Biola, and Albie Layer attempting backflips and double alley-oops in the windy surf of Maui and completing them. It's crazy. Really, really radical surfing. Great production value to the piece. So Cloudchase, we'll post it on spitpodcast.com. The other thing that I'm really enjoying more and more all the time is the Ragland Surf Report.
Did you see that? That most recent one was Strider.
Yeah. It's about the Ragland Surf Report where he's not a pyramid scheme. He's selling this surf supplement, but it's not a pyramid scheme. That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's so funny. And they're showing before and afters of people who have taken the supplement. And there's 3 or 4 of them, but one of them is Strider on the left and Ellen DeGeneres as the after.
Exactly. That one made me laugh out loud. That Ragland Surf Report's pretty classic.
It's so good. It pops up and it's sometimes they're 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm like, God, I don't want to sit. I'm just scrolling. I don't want to spend 3 to 5 minutes. And within 20 seconds, he's got me rolling, just laughing so hard. It's so good. So people should just follow that on Instagram and watch all of them because I thought the guy was going to run out of steam. You know, Luke Cederman, like a year or 2 ago, I'm like, well, he's funny, but this gimmick can only last. He's only getting better and sharper. So, my Duke is this story was reported on Beach Grit. Lou Harris of the Black Surfing Association in Rockaway, New York. He gives free surf lessons and ocean safety lessons to kids. And basically, the Black Surfing Association has a couple different divisions, but he's the founding member of the division that operates in Queens. And this is his quote, and I think it kind of sums it all up. He says, I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, or Muslim. If there's 5 of you and you're hanging out on the corner with no job, you're going to get into trouble. And so he offers this based out of Queens. Again, free surf lessons, ocean safety. Actually, does free skate lessons as well, and takes kids surfing in Rockaway. So it seems like a really good program that he's running, and by all accounts of everybody in the community think he's amazing. So shout out to Lou Harris.
Cool. That's very cool. So my Duke, actually 2 guys. Doug Falter is one of them. Doug is a surfer who lost his surfboard at Waimea Bay in February of 2018 in huge waves, and was amazed to discover that it had been found in the Philippines recently, 5,200 miles away. His lost surfboard in a big swell at Waimea. Out to sea. I was really upset as I managed to catch the biggest waves of my life on this board, he wrote. That's why this board means so much to me. Doug Falter had hoped that a local fisherman might find the board, or that it might wash up in Kauai, which he heard was a possible landing spot for lost boards, but he never thought it would turn up in the Philippines, 5,200 miles away. The new owner had purchased the board from a Filipino fisherman to learn how to surf, and then he contacted our friend David, Hawaii-based board shaper Lyle Carson on Facebook. Said Doug Falter, the board's owner, as bummed as I was when I lost it, now I'm happy to know my board fell into the hands of someone wanting to learn the sport in the Philippines. So the new board's owner is also my Duke, Giovanni Bronzuela. He's a primary school teacher in the Philippines, and he bought the board for $40 from a local fisherman. And this was 6 months after the board got away from Doug at Waimea. The board has since turned pale yellow color, of course, due to the sun damage. But the name Lyle Carson was still visible, so Giovanna contacted Lyle Carson, who alerted Doug Falter of the miraculous find. It turned out to be a surfboard from Hawaii, and I couldn't believe it myself, said Giovanna Bronzuela. It's been my dream to learn to surf and ride the big waves here in the Philippines. For now, I can use his surfboard. I told him I will take good care of it. So Falter and Giovanna have been in contact via Facebook. And of course, Falter wants to go over there, but because of the COVID thing, they're kind of on a wait and see thing. But eventually, Doug has been sending some learning, books and some necessities for Giovanna to use in his primary teaching capacity, primary school teacher. And eventually he's going to go over there with a board that might be better for Giovanna to learn on. And I'm imagining, going to swap boards, and Doug will get his original board back.
Crazy.
Yeah, those are my
What a crazy story.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
Where did Lyle post that in his Instagram?
No, I found it on CNN, believe it or not.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow, that shows how terrible of reporters we have in surfing, journalists in surfing. If CNN beats us all to the story.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Lyle would post that. That's crazy. I mean, I'm baffled by that. My Kook, I have two Kooks, Squire Winter and Sarah Foote. Squire Winter was arrested for stalking Stephanie Gilmore, and Sarah Foote actually just got bailed out for an earlier arrest where she was stalking Mick Fanning. What's up with these stalkers, dude? Don't stalk our surf stars. Here's the great thing about being a surf celebrity is it's not like being a celebrity at all. You can still roam the world with complete anonymity. It's just you make a little bit more money than you would if you weren't a pro surfer, and you get to surf for a living. You don't have to work a real job. So these stalkers are to blame for
what happened
ruining.
to the Kooks from the Salt Creek incident?
You know what? I actually, I don't know if he didn't reply to my last text message or vice versa, but I never got to the bottom of that one. I need to look into it, actually.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, get back to it. So
right.
Stalkers, Kooks. Have you ever dealt with a stalker, Scott?
No, thank God.
Well, if we do
not on that level, dude. I am not on that level.
Hey, if we do our job good enough here, you just might end up with a stalker.
That's where we cross the line. If we ever get stalkers, we have to quit. Well, David, I think we've done a great show today.
I'm proud of it.
I just think that. I don't know that. I just think that. And until next time, adios and aloha.
All right. Good job.